Hello. Look at it. It's nice out. So I thought I'd come live. I have some summer tips for you. So we'll wait for a couple people to come on here, but I wanted to kind of be outside, and I had been doing some research on some summer tips. I did some research the other night. I watch a ton of lives, and so I jot down notes of things that I learn, and then I think, well, I should just be sharing this, right? Hi, Tanya. It's finally nice out. I even have my favorite dress on of all times. And I'm outside. I don't know how much sun I'm getting, but a little bit. So anyway, so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what happens in the summer. Making butter pecans right now. I know, I need to make some. I had a lady today ask me for the recipe, so I pulled it up and tagged her in the live that I did, and then it made me think, ooh, I need to make some more of those. I don't have any, and I kind of have a sweet tooth today. My hair is, I did nothing with this besides I curled the bangs a little bit, well, round brushed them. That's it, no curls. Today's my day off, so guess what? Nothing. A little bit of makeup because I knew I was coming live. I'm going to come live again in probably another hour. I have a root beer float planned for tonight. But I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to do a couple different flavors with it. And so that's going to be fun. Something easy. So anyway, okay, so let's get into this. It is summer, right? Doesn't feel like summer here. I'm going to be totally honest. I am not 100% warm right now. But I'm outside. So that's all that you guys need to know. So share this out. Share it to your page. Share it to groups that you're in. We're going to talk about some summer tips for when it does get hot. And I know that is going to happen soon, I promise. It's kind of windy, so if you guys fall over, you're on my tripod, but I'm not promising that you won't fall over. All right, so in my research, when we get into ketosis, everybody already knows this, but when you get into ketosis, you need electrolytes, and you need electrolytes because you're burning more fuel, so then your body gets depleted of electrolytes, and you're more thirsty. You'll feel that dryness in your mouth. So on top of water, so you need lots of water as well, but on top of water, you need electrolytes. So there's a couple ways you can get that. Now, I take a supplement, and that's this one. And so I do that every day, at least once a day, sometimes twice, depending on my day. But on top of that, I even do more things because you are so depleted. So once you get that electrolytes up, you're going to burn more fat, which means if you're in it for weight loss, you're going to lose more weight. If you're in it for clarity, you're going to be more clear. If you're in it for energy, you're going to have more energy. So I think a lot of people don't feel all the effects of ketosis or keto because they're depleted on electrolytes. So it all has to be this fine balance for it to work, right? So you can go and be eating as much fat as you want, but if you're depleted on electrolytes, then you're not doing your body a service, right? It's working even harder because it is dehydrated basically, and it needs its electrolytes. So on top of your water, drink lots and lots of water, but then also, oh, I'm so scared you guys are gonna fall over. On top of that, electrolytes. So there's a couple different ways you can do it. I take a supplement, and then I also use pink salt. Now, not only do I use pink salt on everything I cook, but I also use it underneath my tongue. I have it in my car. I bought these cute little things, and they are, it's kind of getting windy, so I don't want you guys to fall over, so I'm going to hold it. So let me get one of these out. So they look like this. And those can go right in your car, in your purse, wherever. And then you have it. Now, tastes so good, you can put it right in your water. So fill your water bottle up, throw a tablespoon or so of pink salt in it, shake it up and drink it. It tastes delicious. So that will also help you with your minerals and your electrolytes. And on top of a supplement, you can take a supplement like I do that I mix in with my water, or you can take it in pill form. And I have a couple. I can tell you what I use. I use kind of an advanced one that does other things for my body, my heart, my mind, my brain, I should say, not my mind. And then gives me all the electrolytes that I want. And I know Tanya uses it, so she can tell you it's amazing. So, but I can give you information on that. So, ice, water, a tablespoon at least of electrolyte or of pink salt will give you minerals and electrolytes on top of lots of water and on top of another supplement of electrolytes. Okay, so using caffeine, and this is all summer tips. Okay, so caffeine in the heat depletes you of electrolytes and makes you more dehydrated. There you go. So making sure that when you're sitting at the pool, you're not drinking, or you're sitting by the lake, wherever you're at, don't drink. Hi, Sandy. Don't drink caffeine. I still have my coffee and all that in the morning, but when I'm down enjoying the sun, I want, especially if you're doing keto, okay? So these are good tips for everybody, but my majority of my people that I'm talking to right now are our keto and our low carb people, okay? The people that are in ketosis, because these are the factors that will make you're just going to be spinning your wheels if you don't do this kind of stuff, okay? And you'll feel so much better. You'll burn your fuel so much better. Okay, I think the windstorm's over. All right, so you have to decide. You know, I'm telling you about different things that work for me, but you have to decide what works best for you and your body. So if I recommend pink salt and I recommend this supplement of electrolytes, if it doesn't work for your body and you don't feel the benefits, then don't use it. But these are things that I've tested and work, so I recommend them, okay? You're going to feel much more hydrated once you get an electrolyte in there. Once you get your pink salt in there, you're going to feel hydrated. Your skin's going to look better. You're going to run clearer mind, run faster. Your energy will be better. And by faster, I don't mean literally running, because I don't run, so I wouldn't even have any advice on that. So a lot of times if you have a headache or you're feeling sluggish, that's all it is, you guys, is you just need some electrolytes. And so that's when I bring out the pink salt and I put some under my tongue, or I just eat it. I always have some in the car. And on my way home, a lot of times I'll get drowsy on my way home because I drive about 20 minutes and I get a little bit lethargic and kind of, and so I'll pull out the pink salt, put it on, just eat a little bit of it, and I feel good. And I make it home without falling asleep and killing myself. So pickle juice is another thing that I recommend, but pickle juice, to carry it around is not that feasible. But to have it in your refrigerator, take it if you are suffering from cramps. That's one thing that will help immensely. I give it to all my customers that come in hungover, because AJ's is big for people who been out partying. They come to AJ's for their recovery meal, and they get a little shot of pickle juice from me if they want it. Some people are like, please no, I can't do it. I just can't. So how many people out there are keto? Let me know if you're keto. Let me know if you're low carb. If you're just starting, let me know, because those are the people that I like to reach out to and kind of help and guide. If you want to, I have a special group, and I've been adding people all day. That's why it's afternoon already. But I put a post up, and so I've been adding a bunch of people to this group that, you know, I've been in it for over a year and a half, and I have not shared it very much with all my friends, and I have a lot of new friends and new followers. And so in that group, there's recipes and inspiration and all this information, not all of this, but a lot of this information's already in there. So if you want to be added to that, put down that you want to be in the group. Does pickle juice help with migraines? Definitely. Of course, migraines are medical. Usually there is a reason for the migraines. I'm just saying sometimes when they're headaches, you are dehydrated is what's causing the headache. So migraines could be a little bit different, and I'm not a doctor, so I can't say, but why wouldn't you just try it? That and pink salt. Try it and see what happens. It really could help. Because it could be just that simple, that you're just dehydrated and you need some electrolytes, right? I also, like I said, I was saying earlier, Sandy, about the electrolytes that I take. I can get you a sample, or tell you where to order them if you want. All right. Another thing that would let me make sure I went over all the electrolytes. Yeah. Okay. So another thing that makes summer a little bit easier, because we all want to be out and about, right? We want to be out in the sun. We want to go do this. We want to go do that. But we don't have time. We need to meal prep, and we need to do this, and we need to do that. So what I recommend is meal prepping ahead of time. So I cook 4 or 5 times a week on here, so I don't always get to do that. Besides that, I'm very organized with my calendar and what I'm doing, and I have the groceries. But what I recommend for people is prepping, like on a Sunday, prepping a bunch of meat. So you have barbecue. This is barbecue season, right? So get your barbecue hot and go out there and cook chicken and cook pork chops and cook your steak and your burgers or whatever it is that you like. Cook them ahead of time and have them for the week in the fridge. You know, and if that kind of scares you and you want to freeze it, you can do that once you cooked it. But if not, you know, just cook a couple days worth and then you have it. And so then you're probably prepared. And I think that sometimes with specialty lifestyles, we fall away from them because of convenience. So if you were to prep your cooking because it's beautiful out and you want to be outside barbecuing, prep a bunch of stuff ahead of time and then you're ready. And then when it comes down to the little side dishes, I cook side dishes for you guys all the time. You know, broccoli salad and cauliflower and potato salad and, you know, macaroni and cheese and all those little things you can just boom, 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 and you have a keto or a low carb meal, right? So that's definitely something, and that helps you keep away from using processed, right? Because you're going to the store and you're buying the nice meats and then you're cooking them with your seasoning, or you can make your own barbecue sauce. Lots of things you can do that way. So then you get away from stopping real quick and buying something, okay? And that, because sometimes when we buy stuff, it's processed, right? And that's where the hidden sugars are, and that's where we get into trouble. Let's see. Cook ahead of time. I talked about that. MCT oil. So MCT oil for those that are keto especially is a great way to get some healthy fat in. Not only that, but it does help you stay in ketosis and get you in deeper. So what I recommend with that is using it as much as possible and taking it with you. So let's say you decide to go out to dinner and you take your MCT oil and you just put it in a little container, throw it in your purse, whatever. Restaurants are usually very good about that kind of stuff. I know when people bring in specialty stuff for me, I'm totally fine with it. So it is a great salad dressing, and you can just put it on your salad, salt and pepper it. You're going to have your own salt because you're going to go to Amazon and buy these, and I don't get a kickback, so don't worry. I wish I did, but I don't. And then salt and pepper it, maybe some lemon on it, and boom, you got a nice salad dressing, and you don't have to worry about what they have in their salad dressings and how they made it. And of course, in your coffee. But I'm talking about like when you go out, you know? Okay, so my go-to when I go out is if I'm trying to stay keto and be super strong and strict, which is, you know, it depends on where you're at. Most places have something. Even the ball game the other night had wings. So it just had chicken wings, and you know, you have to be careful. Are they breaded? Are they not? That kind of thing. But at least there was an option, you know, or I could have gotten a chicken sandwich, grilled chicken sandwich with nothing, you know, and ate that. So a lot of times I'll eat before I go places and then I don't have to worry. But grilled veggies, salad with your MCT oil, and then some kind of protein, maybe a steak. Steaks are always good because then you don't have to worry. And then you just want to be careful with your portion side, of course. How do you know when you're in ketosis? Well, Sherry, I personally use a blood meter. And why I use a blood meter is this. So when you first get into, when you first start, you are not fat adapt at that point. So the pea sticks work great because they show you ketones. But once you get fat adapt, then it's running through your blood. And at that point is when you switch to a blood meter. And I bought mine on Amazon. And it's not cheap, but I don't have to do it very often. So I bought it, I think it was $50. And so you just poke your finger. It's designed to tell you what kind of ketosis you're in. So it's from 1.0 to 2.5 or 3.0, whatever. You know, whatever the numbers are, it comes with a graph. And so if I need to know, sometimes I test it for what I'm eating, you know, because I just want to make sure that this isn't knocking me out or that it's how deep is it putting me in, you know. So I do test it doing that. So I'll take a couple days and just test after every little thing and see where I'm at. And that's just kind of for fun more than anything, just to kind of feel it out. Or if I get a new product or I get something new in my diet, I like to test and make sure that it's not hurting me as far as ketosis goes. When you aren't hungry, does that mean you're in ketosis? Well, definitely is a sign of it, for sure, because you're just burning fuel. I would have to know a little bit more about your diet and stuff like that to answer that. I'm sorry. Send me a PM and I'll answer it for you. That's it. So anyway, I think that's all that I have. Do you guys have any other questions about summertime ideas and electrolytes, prepping ahead of time? What else? What else could we talk about? How nice it is out here. And I'm so glad the wind stopped because you guys were going to go whoop. All right, so let's go over a little bit more. I've talked to you about the group that I'm in. So there's meal plans in there that are kind of nice to keep you on track and give you some ideas. So if you want me to add you to that group, just let me know. And it also has a lot of this information that I talk about. I go in there and do some research. If I ever have a question, they have a great search engine. I put my question in there and it will answer. I mean, there's like 155,000 people in there, I think. So somebody has asked the same question at some point. Let me see. Let me look at these other notes. That's it. So I appreciate you guys taking time out of in the afternoon for me anyway. It's probably not the afternoon for all of you, but I'm going to go live again in about an hour with a root beer float. So I've been wanting to make this. I've seen it made a couple times. So, the PGA Tour. I haven't watched golf yet today. I actually barely have turned the TV on. I took a little lunch break. I've been super busy adding people to that group and planning my month for next month. So I take a day off of my restaurant and I basically work keto stuff. So it's not quite a day off, but it's a lot more rewarding. Let's say that. So. All right, you guys, I will talk to you in a little bit. I'll be going live here shortly. So if you would please share this out. If you don't already follow me, touch my nose and 3 little dots will come up and you can follow me. But definitely share this to your friends and your groups or whatever you're in. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.